Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a puzzle genre called Dominion puzzle. Now this puzzle comes into the region division puzzle category, and it's a really new puzzle type, I would say, very different one. And this puzzle was featured on gmpuzzles.com, one of the best site for Sudokus and puzzles. Some excellent handcrafted puzzles, and if you are looking for some really elegant solve paths and visually excellent themes, then GM Puzzles is the best website for Sudokus and puzzles. So I'll add the link in the description below for the online interface of the puzzle that we are solving today, as well as the link of the page that we have taken this puzzle from, right? So GM Puzzles has a very good amount of Sudokus and puzzles, older ones too, and there is an ebook store that has excellent books for both the puzzles and Sudokus out there for purchase by some excellent authors around the world. So I would really suggest you to check out that ebook store as well. And now, before going to the puzzle, I would really suggest you to subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any puzzle genre or a Sudoku variant, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And now, coming on to this puzzle was constructed by Serkan Yürekli. Serkan is an excellent author, one of the best authors around the world for both Sudokus and puzzles. Particularly puzzles, his puzzles are so good, solving path, and if you say the elegant solve path, the visual theme, everything is so good in his puzzles that I really like solving his puzzles. He's one of my favorite authors in the world. So this puzzle was constructed by Serkan for GM Puzzles only. And now, coming on to the rules. So we have to shade some cells black in order to form a domino. So domino is nothing but two shaded cells, right? So when you have two shaded cells, it is a domino, right? So you have to form dominoes in the grid in such a way that the dominoes divide the grid into regions, right? And the dominoes cannot overlap each other orthogonally. So for example, if you have a domino here, you cannot have a domino here. So dominoes cannot touch each other orthogonally, but they can touch each other diagonally. So you have a domino like this. This is a domino and this is a domino. So when the dominoes touch each other diagonally, they form a region. They divide the grid into regions in such a way that all the same alphabets will have to be part of the same region. So you cannot, for example, if you see the rule here, or maybe below the rule you have an example image. As you can see, the shaded cells are nothing but the dominoes, and the dominoes which are touching each other diagonally are dividing the grid into regions that has alphabets into it, right? So each region should have at least one alphabet, and the same instances of alphabet have to be in the same region. So you cannot have two different regions having, for example, you have one region with the C here and all the other regions with the other C's. See, so this is one region with all the C's, and this is another region with the C. Is not possible, right? It is not, you cannot have that way. So all the C will all the instances of the C will have to be in the same region. All the instances of the A will have to be in same region, right? And a region cannot have two different alphabets or two different letters. I'm sorry, a region cannot have two different letters, right? And with that, we'll start solving this puzzle. So as you can see here, you cannot have two different letters into same region. So you can just mark a domino here. There is no way the domino can go. So now the orthogonally adjacent cells would have to be the unshaded cells, right? So I will just mark the unshaded cells with the green here and shaded cells with the black here, right? And the alphabet or the letters will have to be, of course, the part of the unshaded cells. And as you can see here, C and D cannot touch, so there will be a domino here. A and D cannot touch, there will be a domino here. But this domino, we are not sure if it can be this way or this way. So in both the ways, either way, the domino will either go this way or this way, and this cell would have to be unshaded cell. That is the basic technique that we use in most of the shading genres. So same, C and D cannot touch, and this domino will either go towards the up or towards the right, and this would have to be a unshaded cell. Okay, C and F cannot touch each other. Okay. Anything else? Okay, so this A and C. So this region is part of the A. So whenever there are shaded cells, green unshaded cells, I mean to say green cells, part of a single region, so it is a part of a region, then it cannot touch the C region here. So which means there has to be a domino here and a here, right? And other cells would have to be unshaded cells. So this domino will either go this way or this way, and in both the ways this would have to be unshaded. Okay. There is an excellent logic here. So this logic works both the ways. So let me show you with the basic one here. So whenever you have such cases, this cell wouldn't be a shaded cell. So if this is a unshaded, this cell wouldn't be an unshaded cell, because what happens here is, now you cannot form a domino in a single cell. So this would also have to be unshaded cell, and you have two different letters in the same region. Not possible. So this would have to be unshaded cell. Same way this also would have to be unshaded cell, because if this is a shaded cell here, I mean to say this would also have to be a shaded cell. If this is an unshaded cell here, this also would have to be unshaded cell, and you form a same region with the two different letters. So this also would have to be a shaded one. And okay, anything else? Same way we can work here. This also would have to be a shaded cell. Same logic that we have worked in the top left will also work in the bottom right here, right? So this would have to be a shaded cell here. Okay, let us see if there are regions that are two different, having two different, I mean to say two different regions are touching each other in any way. Okay, so this A has to come out, right? Because there is one more A here which has to be in part of the same region. So if you close this, you have a different region here, and this A will also have a different region. Not possible. So this A has to come out, and this domino is formed here. Okay, that's nice. And anything else? Okay, that's a good logic here. Excellent. A very sharp logic, I would say. So if you see around the grid, all the C letters are spread over the grid, right? Around the grid. So you have a C here as well. Top left also has the C, and bottom whole row has the C letter here, which means that whole of the C's will have to be part of the same region, right? And that is what the breaking of the puzzle is, I think so, because these two C's will either go from the bottom or from the top to connect to the other part of the C, right? So these two C's, let us assume, can it go from the bottom? Not, let us assume that you have a shaded cell here, right? So now this is a C that is divided with this C, which means that the whole part of this C will have to come around the grid and touch this C, right? So is that possible? I don't think so it is possible, because you have a D and A here, and whatever you do, these two C's cannot go between the DNA, in between the DNA, right? So for the C to go between these two letters, it will either touch with the A or the D. Both of these would have to be shaded cells, if not, right? So which means that these two C's will have to touch the other C's from the top. So there is only this way. This cell will have to be an unshaded cell. What an excellent logic this puzzle has. That is what is the beauty of handcrafted puzzles, guys. Really excellent logic here. So these kind of logics are not to be seen in a computer generated puzzle, I am sure, because I have solved a few Dominion puzzle, and such logics are really elegant and really good to see. So if you see, this is the main cell here. So this cell would have to be a unshaded cell, because to connect these two C's here, which means that now this G and C cannot be part of the same region. There will be a domino here, and it will come down. This will go towards the left, and this will go towards the right. Again this C again will have to connect with this C. That's an excellent logic here again. And if you see here, now these two are part of different regions. This is a C region and this is a A region. So there has to be a domino here, a shaded cell here forming a domino, not sure if it will go towards the right or towards the bottom. Okay. Oh, and that gives a very good logic here. Usually in a dominion puzzle, there might be many instances where you come across uniqueness trick. So in many of my videos I have showcased what is a uniqueness trick here, and I will do it again here in this video. So uniqueness trick is nothing but we know that a puzzle has a unique solution. Of course, every puzzle will have a unique solution, just one single solution, and with the help of that statement, we can make sure that we can use a trick called uniqueness trick. So let me show you what is the uniqueness trick here. Now to form this domino here, I can make sure that this domino won't be formed towards the left. What happens here is that these two cells can be part of a domino and can not be a part of a domino. It can be either way. If it is not a domino, it's still the puzzle is a valid one, because this region would be a valid one, and if it is a part of a domino, still this region would be a valid one, because the dominoes are not touching each other orthogonally, right? And they can touch diagonally, but there is no such rule here that it surely touch diagonally, right? So which means that drawing a domino here or not drawing a domino won't affect the puzzle or won't affect the region, which means that this puzzle might have two solutions if this is the case, but we are sure that this puzzle will surely have only one solution, and which means that this shaded cell would form a domino towards the bottom part of the grid, towards the bottom, and that will form a domino here. I am sure, 100% sure. But let us not go with the uniqueness trick here, because I usually try not to use the uniqueness trick if I am solving a puzzle leisurely. If at all I am going into a competition and trying to solve a puzzle, I will surely use a uniqueness trick here, but not while solving leisurely, because what happens here is that the author's intended path is then ruined, right? We might miss the author's intended path here, and I'm sure that I don't want to miss that. So I am sure that this domino will come down and there will be a domino here. I can directly say seeing the uniqueness trick here, and let us see till the end if we get the logic here, and with that we will continue the puzzle here. So if you see this C and F cannot be part of the same region, there will be a domino here and a unshaded cell here. Okay. Do you get anything else here? Oh, that's a really good logic, guys. Now if you see this C, we know that the C's here are already connected, and there cannot be a connection of C from this side of the grid, right? Because you know that you will have shaded cells here that will block the path of the C region. So the C region will start from somewhere here and go all the way around the grid and connect to this C, which means that this region will have to come out, and if it come out this way or this way, this region or this unshaded cell will have to be part of the C, right? Which means that it cannot be part of the D now. That's an excellent logic, guys. These kind of logics are to be seen in a tough puzzle, and which means that both of these will have to be the domino cells. And now this C will go down this way, so this part, the part of this C will surely have to go this way, right? And this will not be a shaded cell. If this is a shaded cell, this also would have to be a shaded cell, and you form a trimino here, not a domino. So this is unshaded one, and this C will have to go down this way to connect the other part of the C, so it will go down this way, right? So D can be so this is a region for the C and this is the region for the D, so there will have to be a domino in between. So you will have to have this as unshaded cell, because you form a trimino here. This is a shaded one and this is a shaded one now, and it has to come down now. This is also an unshaded one. Okay, and now we know that this cannot be a part of the F, because if this region or this cell is part of the F, then there is no way you can connect this C with the other C's here. This C region and this C region has to connect using this cell only. So this has to be a domino cell dividing the F region and the C region here. Okay, and the C will have to go this way. So this is also a domino cell dividing the F's here. This is a domino, and this is a C region and this is an F region. So this will have to be a domino now, and that completes the top right part of the grid. And as you can see, this D and C is part of the same region, so there has to be a divider here. And okay, that's a really good logic. First we had the logic with the A and D here. Now we have the logic with the D and E here. So the C will have to extend to connect all the other C's here, and that is only possible going using this cell. So if this cell is a shaded one, the C cannot connect to other C's because it will either touch with the D or the E. So this will have to be part of the C and this will have to be unshaded, which means both of these will have to be shaded because this is the C and this is E. And now this unshaded cell will have to go towards the left, because if this is a shaded cell, you block the path of the C now. So this is unshaded and this will be part of the C, right? Which means that the D will have a shaded cell in both these diagonal cells to divide the C region here. Okay, and this shaded cell will either go towards the left or towards the bottom, and you form a unshaded cell here, and this will come down this way. Okay, and now this D will have to extend to connect to this D. So there is only this cell that can be extended. So if you have a domino here, okay, there are two ways to see. You cannot have a domino here because then you will form a trimino to extend the domino, and which means that this will have to be unshaded cell. And now this cell is part of the C, right, as we have already discussed. This C will connect to this C either by using this cell, right? So which means that both of these regions are different, and there will be a domino here. Same way there will be a domino here because this is a D region and this is a C region, and this will both will be unshaded because if you can shade this, the C gets blocked here. So both of these will be unshaded. This will be shaded for the E now. Okay, and both of these also will be part of different regions. Nice, that's a really good logic, guys. Okay, oh, the same logic that we used here, the same logic that we used for the C here has been used for the D as well. That's an excellent logic, guys. So as you see the D here, there is one more D at the extreme left of the grid that has to connect to this region of the D, and whatever be the case, these two cells will have to be part of the D. So it will either connect this way or this way, and in both the ways this region is part of the D, which means it cannot be part of the A now. That's nice. This cannot be a domino cell because you form a trimino here again, and this shaded cell will either go towards the right or left or bottom, so this will be an unshaded cell. And this also will be an unshaded cell because if it is a shaded cell, it forms a trimino here again when you extend for the domino. Okay, so which means that this D now is a different region which cannot connect to the A here. This will come down now. This will go this way, and as we have already discussed, right, at the start of the puzzle, the uniqueness trick here, right? Now this D and this C should be part of the different regions, and there has to be a domino here. And as we have already discussed, there has to be the shaded cell connected towards the bottom, not towards the left, and then we form a domino here. That is a really pure logical solving path, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't use a uniqueness trick in the puzzles that you solve, but try not to use when you are solving at leisure, because you will surely miss some author's intended logic here, and sometimes you will really miss the elegant solve path, the aha moment that you get while solving the puzzle that we got here while connecting the C's and the D's here, right? There was an excellent logic here. And now this D and this D will have to connect using this same, guys, same logic. Awesome. Again and again we are getting these kind of logics. That is really difficult to construct in a handcrafted puzzle. Really difficult task, but the construction is really superb. So if you see the D and the D here has to connect using this cell. So this both will have to be part of the D and cannot connect towards the C here. So okay, and these two will have to be a domino cell because the D and C cannot be connected. And with that we complete this puzzle. What a gorgeous puzzle this was, guys. Excellent puzzle. One of a different kind of puzzle. And if you see here, the D forms a different region here. All the D's in one region. There is a very big region with the C's here. G is a different region, E is a different region, all the A's and F are different regions here. And with that we complete this excellent Dominion puzzle by Serkan Yürekli. I really thank Serkan for such a wonderful puzzle. and giving us permission to cover a video on our channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.